This is city vehicle number 350. 350 was originally purchased in 2006, and in 2012, all the equipment and cameras were replaced with brand new cutting-edge technology equipment. These cameras are used to inspect 15 miles of sanitary sewer per year, primarily done by city operations and maintenance staff. All of our operators are certified in Pipeline Assessment Certification Program, which is an industry standard way of assessing sanitary sewer pipe in order for it to be consistently recommended for rehabilitation. So back in 2009, we made a significant change in the way we normally inspect and maintain our sanitary sewer system. Prior to 2009, majority of the sewers were cleaned without visually inspecting them first. And we realized back at the time that in order to truly determine the overall condition of our assets in the ground, we needed to visually inspect every foot of pipe in the sanitary sewer system. So beginning in 2009, we started to put a camera in the pipe every time we enter the sanitary sewer system. This is the operating station where our CCTV inspections are performed. So we have an operations and maintenance staff person that operates the camera, which is a robotic camera that travels throughout the length of the sewer pipe. And from the software program, they can pan and tilt the camera lens to inspect all the different defects that they determine that they find inside the pipe. The defects are coded with a specific coding system and rated based on a 1 through 5 rating. These inspections then get sent back to the engineering department where we review them and then prioritize them for rehabilitation. We inspect 15 miles of pipe per year, and of the 15 miles of pipe inspected, approximately 10% of them are recommended for rehabilitation. Our CIP program is set up to fund the rehabilitation of all sewers that are recommended or that are inspected and recommended for rehabilitation within 1 year of identifying them. So we rehabilitate approximately 1.5 miles of sewer pipe per year. However, that fluctuates based on priorities that we find and available budget. So it's a great synergy program between the operations and maintenance staff and the engineering staff. We've become cutting edge technology with our equipment. Everybody is certified in the inspection coding method. And it's become a really great program where we can truly say that we are having a sustainable program to maintain our sanitary sewer system.
All right, now we're over here on Ashley Avenue. This is our pipe hunter truck. This is a Jedi flusher combination unit. This is state-of-the-art, cutting-edge technology right here. We can view, we can clean, we can do everything with one setup, one truck. This utilizes the same software as our camera van, as we just saw. Codes the pipes. These guys are certified in the PACP National Industry Standard. I'd like to point out the degreaser tank we have here. We can pour some degreaser chemical in that, and it's got a metering pump that self-injects it through the water lines. So at the same time, when we're flushing the main lines, we can insert the chemical for the grease control that emulsifies it, and that's a really great feature. You know, we can, by viewing it, knowing what the pipe looks like, knowing its history, you know, all the technologies we have, then we can use this where it's best suited. Also with this truck, we have a vacuum unit right here where if there's debris in the manhole or anything such as that, we can hook the tubes up. This is a suction device, and we can suck out the manholes, which cuts down on our confined space entries, do a much better job, keeps everybody safe. We all go home happy.
We're out here on Reading Avenue at the construction site of a sanitary sewer dig and replace project. This pipe was inspected back in 2011 and determined that it was in poor condition. We originally had recommended that the pipe be lined with a cured-in-place liner. However, when our contractor for cured-in-place lining came out, they determined that the pipe was in such poor condition that even the liner wouldn't fit in the pipe to rehabilitate it. So we immediately looked for another solution, and our alternate solution for rehabilitation of sanitary sewers is to dig it up and replace it in the same location. So we hired our contractor. This is Humphrey & Son out of Laurel, Maryland, who is doing this work to replace the sanitary sewer from one manhole to the next. The sewer is about 60 years old. The original sewer was made out of Orangeburg pipe, which is a tar paper that's spun. It's very thin, very easily deformable. This pipe was severely deformed, which could eventually lead to sanitary sewer blockages. And once the pipe becomes constricted, the flow can't easily convey through it. So this pipe was prioritized as in need of a replacement. Right now we're almost done going from one manhole to the next. The new pipe material is an 8-inch PVC pipe, and all the houses will be tied back to the new replaced pipe. Okay, here we are at the North Horners pump station. This pump station was originally installed in 1962. It was then replaced in 1999 with what we see here. This pump, there's two pumps inside this wet well. Both pumps can pump about 300 gallons per minute. They alternate, so if one goes down, there's another pump as a backup to pump out the flow. This pump station carries about 200 homes in the Lincoln Park neighborhood. They flow by gravity to here. The sewage flow sits in the wet well temporarily. The wet well rises to a certain level. Once it hits a certain level, the pumps kick on and pump out the wet well up North Horners Lane to about Lincoln Avenue, where it then transitions back to a gravity sewer flow. Back in 2010, we replaced both pumps with brand new pumps. They are capable of pumping the same amount of flow as what originally designed for. And then back in 2011, we installed what you see back here, which is a backup bypass pump. This pump will kick on automatically in case of a power or mechanical failure at the original Horners pump station. And this is also hooked up to our SCADA system. SCADA stands for Supervisory Control and Acquisition, and Data Acquisition, sorry. This transmits information back to our water treatment plant in real time. So if there was ever a power failure or a pump failure, we would know instantaneously down at the water plant if this pump is running. At that time, we would send out our crews to evaluate what the problem was and rectify it as soon as possible. Our SCADA system also provides information about the run time, how often the pumps are running, how often they're cycling, whether they're pumping at the optimal conditions that they are designed to pump at. So it's a great way of maintaining our system and understanding how our system is operating. We're at the Falls Grove pump station, and in this building is the control panels for our two pumps that are within the Falls Grove pumping station. The Falls Grove pump station was built in 2001. It serves about 800 properties in the Falls Grove neighborhood. Each pump is capable of pumping approximately 1 million gallons per day, and there's two pumps that alternates, similar to the Horners pump station that we saw earlier. Right now what you're looking at is our control panel. Here we can read the level of the pump station, whether the pumps are operating or not, how fast they're operating, and also in here is the communication equipment that transmits information about the pumps back to the water treatment plant, which is operated 24 hours a day.
Yeah, we're CCTVing 15 miles a year. We have 150 miles of mainline sewers in the city of Rockville, so we're on a 10-year cycle. And the rates support what we do, and like I say, our coordination efforts and all really pays off for the everybody who lives, visits, works in Rockville. I mean, it's really a great thing.